We begin tonight with breaking news. A Boston police officer was shot tonight and rushed to the emergency room at Boston Medical Center. This is a live look at the hospital. You can see all the first responders there in deep concern for one of their own. We will have a live update from that hospital in just a moment. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Glenn Jones.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. First, we want to take you live to where this shooting happened. It happened in Dorchester. That's where NBC 10's Kirsten Glavin has been near the scene. Kirsten, what are you learning tonight?
Officer in the chest.
Yeah, guys, a very serious situation playing out here tonight. We do know that one Boston police officer has been shot, and thankfully those injuries are non-life threatening. This is a live look here at where it happened. This is Esmond Street. A very heavy law enforcement presence here tonight. Further down the road, you can see a crime scene response vehicle is here as well. That arrived within the past 30 minutes. Now, Boston police tell me they were responding to a domestic incident at this address. Thankfully, they say the officer who was shot did have a bulletproof vest on. Police say they have one adult man in custody. And we do know the Suffolk County District Attorney did walk into Boston Medical Center just a short time ago, presumably to check on that officer. I'm told the mayor and police commissioner are there as well tonight. Now, I did just speak with a neighbor here who says she's always felt safe in this area. She was shocked to come home to this tonight.
I mean, I've never experienced having a police officer or anyone, in fact, shot in front of this neighborhood. It's pretty much quiet. I used to live a couple streets over, and this was a common occurrence, but on this street, it's rare. I'm thinking of this officer, her family, and all the officers that put their lives on the line every single day, who are out there, good cops doing the right thing.
Back out here live, you can see it's still a very active scene. Again, we're learning the police officer who was shot has non-life-threatening injuries, and police say they do have the person responsible in custody tonight. That's the latest live here in Dorchester. I'm Kirsten Glavin, NBC 10 Boston.
Okay, Kirsten, one officer shot responding to a domestic incident. Let's go 15 minutes north of where Kirsten was to NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield.
Michael, you're live outside the emergency room where that officer is being treated. What are you learning tonight?
That's right, Priscilla. That Boston police officer was taken to the emergency room here at the BMC this evening. Boston police confirming that officer was shot, but few other details being released at this hour. Let's take a live look at the scene right here behind me on Albany Street. Here outside the ER, you can see several police cruisers just lined up outside the hospital. This is typically what we see when a police officer is shot. Unfortunately, we've seen this kind of thing before, and officers will gather outside as a show of support. What we don't always see is crime tape that's actually up outside the ER. We'll be asking about that once investigators come out to update us on the situation. As you heard Kirsten mention, we do know the officer was responding to a domestic incident. One person is in custody, and that police officer who was shot was wearing a bulletproof vest. Once law enforcement has a pretty good handle on the situation, we do expect a briefing out here. But this is certainly a reminder how dangerous a police officer's job can be, never knowing what kind of situation they may face on any given day, what kind of people they may come across, and how dangerous, really, or violent these people may be. Suffolk DA Kevin Hayden is here, so is the mayor and the police commissioner. We saw them enter a short time ago, so presumably we'll have an update shortly on the officer's condition and all of the circumstances leading up to the gunfire and where do we go from here. But certainly a very difficult situation for law enforcement. And again, to recap, a police officer was shot tonight here in the city responding to a domestic incident. That officer was wearing a bulletproof vest, but we don't know how serious the injuries are, although we are told not life-threatening. One person is in custody, an adult male. And again, we hope to learn more shortly from the scene of the emergency room in just a little bit from the DA and the mayor and the police commissioner. That's latest live in Boston. Michael Rosenfield, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Michael, let us know when that press conference starts. We appreciate it, and we will continue to monitor this late-breaking story and bring you live updates as the situation develops. Be sure to also follow us on NBC10Boston.com for the latest as well.